In 2010, NYK marked the 125th anniversary of its founding. Here we present the history of the NYK Group and describe our current business and our aims for further development as a comprehensive global logistics company. In 1853, after the arrival of Commodore Perry's fleet from the US, Japan abandoned the isolation policy that had shut it off from the world for 200 years. In the years that followed, foreign shipping companies opened routes to Japan using very large steamships and started to dominate the coastal shipping services around Japan. As Japan began to realize the need to develop a modern shipping industry, Yataro Iwasaki, the founder of the Mitsubishi Group, took over Tosa Shokai, which had been established by the Tosa clan. In 1873, Tosa Shokai changed its name to Mitsubishi Shokai and went into the shipping business. A year later, Mitsubishi Shokai was renamed Yubin Kisen Mitsubishi Kaisha and assumed a leading role in the Japanese shipping industry. However, Mitsubishi's perceived monopoly in shipping and the political climate of the time generated anti-Mitsubishi feeling. In 1882, Kyodo Unyu Kaisha was established by the national government and Mitsui. However, fierce competition between Yubin Kisen Mitsubishi and Kyodo Unyu prevented the development of the nascent Japanese shipping industry. To address the situation, the government ordered the companies to merge, and Nippon Yusen Kaisha, NYK, was formed on September 29, 1885. Soon after its foundation, NYK opened routes to Shanghai, Manila, and Vladivostok, and embarked on its path to be an international shipping company, focusing on overseas shipping routes. In 1896, NYK achieved a long-held goal by expanding routes to Europe, North America, and Australia, and caught up with European and North American shipping companies. By 1937, NYK had opened routes to all major international destinations and achieved solid growth to become a leading shipping company in the world. Beginning in 1870, the government repeatedly requisitioned private ships for military use. NYK's ships were no exception. NYK owned 133 ships at the beginning of World War II. Although 89 more ships were built during the war, only 37 ships survived the war undamaged, with only one suitable for ocean liner service, the Hikawa Maru. Moreover, 5,312 NYK employees, mainly seafarers who were pressed into military service together with their vessels, lost their lives. NYK hopes for world peace so that no more precious lives will be lost to war. By the 1950s, the Japanese economy had recovered and developed rapidly, entering a period of high growth. As a result, there was strong demand for massive imports of energy resources, industrial materials, and foodstuffs at a reasonable cost. To meet the demands of this strong growth, NYK began to build specialized vessels, including crude oil carriers, ore carriers, wood chip carriers, and fully containerized ships. Now, in the 21st century, NYK is taking initiatives to tackle environmental issues. In April 2009, NYK announced NYK Super Eco Ship 2030, a concept ship for the future that incorporates emerging technologies. This container ship will reduce CO2 emissions by 69% per unit of container compared to existing ships. It will also minimize the weight of the hull and reduce water friction, and use LNG-based fuel cells and renewable energies such as solar and wind power for propulsion. In December 2008, NYK began field testing the Auriga Leader, the world's first car carrier to use solar power as part of its propulsion system. In April and November 2010, NYK entered Yamatai and Yamato into service. The module carriers are equipped with air lubrication systems that use bubbles to reduce CO2 emissions. These ships are expected to reduce CO2 emissions by around 10% by supplying air to the vessel bottom and reducing the frictional resistance between the hull and the seawater. To foster human resources, NYK established the NYK TDG Maritime Academy in the Philippines. NYK has a pressing need for executive officers, and to maintain and enhance their capability, the company has worked to foster seafarers who have the practical knowledge and skills required for safe ship operation. In line with the economic growth of emerging countries and the increase in the world's population, the demand for marine transportation and logistics industries is sure to grow. Pursuing the goal of becoming a truly global logistics player of world-class size and service quality, NYK has integrated its logistics business division with Yusen Air and Sea Service, and in 2010 established Yusen Logistics Company Limited. In the car transport division, NYK has developed car terminals in major markets such as China, Southeast Asia, India and Europe. By combining value-added services such as terminals, PDI and inland transportation, NYK has established a seamless marine and land transportation system for finished cars. In 2008, NYK established the Offshore Business Group. This group was formed to develop deep-sea oil and gas mines where demand is expanding. In 2010, Knutsen Offshore Tankers ASA, the world's second-largest shuttle tanker company, joined the NYK Group in a strategic move for future business expansion. Through Monohakobi, each employee puts into practice the NYK Group values of integrity, innovation and intensity. NYK continues to strive to meet all challenges, aiming for stable group management and further advances of the NYK Group.